Hi, I'm Mike with Morgan Inspection Services. A very common belief is that when an electrical fault happens in the home, the electricity goes into the ground, and that's what causes the circuit breaker to trip. That idea sounds reasonable, but it's not how electrical systems actually work. In this video, I want to show you why a ground rod will not trip a circuit breaker, and why relying on the earth to clear a fault would actually be dangerous. Let's start with what happens under normal conditions. When everything is working properly, current flows from the hot wire through the load, like a refrigerator, and back to the panel on the neutral wire. During normal operation, the grounding system isn't involved at all, and the breaker stays on. Now let's look at what happens when something goes wrong. Imagine a hot wire inside the refrigerator comes loose and touches the metal frame of the appliance. At that moment, the metal body of the refrigerator becomes energized, and current wants to flow somewhere. The question is, where does it go? Most people picture the electricity flowing into the ground. They imagine the current going from the appliance through the grounding system, down the ground rod, and into the earth, and that's what trips the breaker. So let's follow that path and see what would actually happen if this fault current really did flow down the ground rod. In this scenario, current flows from the loose hot wire to the metal frame of the appliance. From there, it flows onto the ground wire, back to the electrical panel. And then it goes down the grounding electrode conductor into the ground rod and into the earth. Now here's the critical point. The earth has very high electrical resistance compared to copper wire. Because of that high resistance, only a very small amount of current can flow through the ground. And circuit breakers don't trip on voltage, they trip on current. Let's put some real numbers to this. A typical grounding electrode system has a resistance to earth of around 25 ohms or more. That resistance comes from the earth itself, not the metal rod. If you applied 120 volts across that resistance, Ohm's law tells us that the current would only be a few amps, often about 5 amps or less. That's nowhere near enough current to trip a 15 or 20 amp circuit breaker. So even though the ground rod is connected to the electrical system, it cannot carry enough current to clear a fault. That means if the ground rod were the only return path for fault current, the breaker would never trip. The metal frame of the appliance could remain energized indefinitely, creating a serious shock hazard. This is why grounding, or earthing, cannot clear electrical faults. The earth is simply not a low-resistance path. Now, this doesn't mean the ground rod is useless. Ground rods are part of what's called the grounding electrode system, and they serve a completely different purpose. They help stabilize voltage levels on the electrical system and provide a path for excess voltage from things like utility surges or indirect lightning. They help protect equipment, not people. Now, this does not mean that breakers never trip during a fault. They do, just not through the ground rod. In a separate video, I show exactly what path fault current actually takes and why that causes the breaker to trip almost instantly. So the key takeaway is this. A ground rod will not trip a circuit breaker. It does not clear faults, and it does not make appliances safe during a fault. Understanding that one distinction clears up a huge amount of confusion about how electrical systems actually work. Thanks so much for watching this video. I hope it's been helpful to you. If it has, please click that like button down below. Also, I sure would appreciate it if you would subscribe to my channel. That way you can be notified when new videos come out. Thanks again.